Hello, YouTubers. Okay, this is kind of a special edition. Alright, now here's my idea. I've been recording quite a bit. I've got like 6 or 7 albums to release, right? So I thought, well, maybe I could, do a music video, right, to promote the albums. I thought, yeah, okay, that's alright. But how about we do this? Now keep in mind, most of my music is like improvised on the spot, As a result, maybe what I should do is play live here and record it, right? And show some of that, and then intersperse some Internet Archive, whatever, free videos of stuff, I don't know. Right? A real artistic statement. A visual statement. Stunning. But maybe make a video that way. Maybe that'd be more interesting. Though I have to say, because I do looping stuff and things, for most people, watching that's kind of boring, right? So maybe I'll just intersperse it real briefly, show that I'm playing it, So maybe let's give that a try. Okay. Now, I've been recording quite a bit, actually, and here I have a bunch of recordings, so I was thinking, well, I could use one of those to make a music video, right? That would be the safe thing to do, right? However, I think it'd be more interesting to make a live recording, for this music video that we're going to do here. But just to show you, like here is a recording I did just this evening, right? Another one. These are like my latest recordings, I guess. There's a bunch of them. And these are in capital letters because those are going to be for one specific album. And then these in lowercase are going to be for another album. Potentially, I'm thinking. Yeah. This is going to be a theme for one of the albums here. what you heard earlier is a smaller track of that. To be kind of the intro of it. Anyway, when I'm looking here though, and I'm kind of ashamed that I haven't released these yet. Shame on me. But here's the folder album 355. So this has the whole album's done here. I should release it, I guess. This is going to be album 356. There you go, album 357. This one, album 358 here. So this is album 358. Then there's album 359. They all have kind of their own sound, I guess. Alright. Album 360, let's hear that, some of that. Okay, so basically, then I have one other album on another computer, so that would be album 361, and then this will be 362, and then 363. But those aren't done yet. I still have a couple more tracks to do there. Okay, so those are all albums I need to release. You know, I've just been busy doing stuff, you know, whatever. But definitely I keep recording. Now you have to remember, this is all instrumental guitar, basically. I mean, guitar albums. It's all instrumental. A lot of the tracks are just improvised on the spot. I do a lot of looping and things. And really, it's mostly film kind of music, you know, instrumental. And those are just quick glimpses there. But actually, when you play the album, it's actually quite flowing and quite smooth, actually, in sound, I should say. Anyway, so I could use one of those to make a music video, right? But I thought it'd be more fun to actually to record something playing live, and then use that, to make a music video, right? It'd be more interesting anyway. It's kind of late to do that this evening, but the next time I record, I'll definitely film some of it, and we'll choose, one of the tracks I played live, that I recorded live the next time I record. And it'll probably be improvised as well. I mean, basically all my tracks are improvised on the spot, which is kind of crazy, I guess, because it's normally not done that way, usually things are worked out, and verse, chorus, and so on. So that's just the way I enjoy doing it. In fact, that's how I've created, 360 albums. I think my first one was in 1999. That was a regular album. In other words, worked out ahead of time. But then from number 2 to, I guess, 360 is all improvised stuff, It's basically when I discovered kind of guitar looping and things. So I really enjoy that. Yeah, so let's do it that way. I think it'd be more interesting than, a track that I've already recorded. But yeah, I should probably release these albums, on there. It's kind of a shame, with the online services and things, where they just go with singles, individual tracks. I mean, that's fine and all, but I really enjoy albums that have a theme, almost like telling a story, or kind of like a film would have a beginning, middle, and it. Well, albums are kind of like that for me, anyway. They have themes, and one track complements the next, and so on and so on. I guess that's beside the point. Alright, anyway. So, yeah, let's do it that way. So as soon as I record again, I'll film some of it. Film recording one of the tracks, so it'll be a live track. Hopefully, not one that I've already recorded. And we'll use that to make this music video. So here's what we're going to do. I've got the recorder set up and going through the 2 little Black Star amps. So I'm just going to play and record, and hopefully there'll be a track that I like that we could use to make our music video. Right? And I think it could go viral, kind of like that track years ago. What was it called? Condom Style or something like that, and they had a dance and stuff. I don't know. Alright, so here we go. I'm just going to improvise some ideas and see where it leads. So there we go. I recorded a track live, right? And it's going to be an album track. And we're going to make a music video out of it. Right? Now, one thing I could have done is when I played live is hire, a dance team, like 10 dancers or whatever, and, and choreograph all these moves, right? And, well, that would go a long way, I'm sure. Because as it is, a guy sitting on his couch playing guitar and recording is, not the ultimate in excitement, I would say. Now I could do like Pink Floyd, and get a bunch of lasers and lights and stuff, But that's the size of the investment too. Alright, so here's the next step. I went ahead and mastered the song. And it just means bringing up the levels and, having it stop and start, at the right places and things. So it's ready to go. So I guess the next step is video to go along with the music. Alright, now, there's a few things I could film around here, be alright. But there's a wealth of free videos, and some of them are quite astounding, really. Videos from space and those kinds of things. And, they're free to download and use. So there we can make the video that way. So I think what I'm going to do, or attempt to do, is to just intermingle the two. Because unfortunately, while I was recording the song live, the battery died on the camera. So I had to turn it back on and basically start all over from that point. So, which will be perfect because that'll be a good cut where I can intermingle the video. Right? Now I figure with this video, that'll be a YouTube sensation, kind of like a Justin Bieber type thing, So I'm kind of counting on that. No. Okay, now a few things. One, remember, I had a gigantic budget for this music video, $10 million. No, actually, I had a budget of zero. Nothing. Okay, that's the first thing. As a result, all I have here is just a little camcorder. And it does okay video, I guess. But for a music video, it has to be spectacular. Right? Now, my plan was to use a bunch of stock footage. But guess what? You've got to pay for that stock footage. Luckily for me, and if you plan on doing a music video, you can do a Google search for royalty-free stock footage. And that's where people have basically taken some videos and allow you to use it in your, music videos or whatever film projects you're doing, free of charge, which is really nice of them, quite frankly. And some of them are superb as far as film quality. Now, obviously, if you had a budget of $10 million to make your music video, you'd be quite the scoundrel not to maybe give them some money for the video footage. But in this case, unfortunately, there is no budget, right? So unfortunately, I could just give them my thanks and things, you know. On the other hand, you know, they might not want to be associated with the music video at all. Anyway, so you can do a Google search, and there are several companies, Shutterstock, and a whole bunch of them. You know, you just have to pick which one you want. And that there are some free videos that you're allowed to use, right? And you won't be infringing on their copyright or whatever. They allow you to use it, you know, in your project for no charge. Okay, that's the first thing. Second thing, man, I'm sorry, but okay, what I was gonna do is take the live footage of me playing and intersperse it with the stock footage, right? But you know, once I took a look at the stock footage and then I looked at my footage of me playing on the couch, right? It's better if we just don't have that in the video and just have the stock footage, which looks very nice, you know. I mean, it almost looks professional. Not quite, but it's close anyway, you know. So I decided to scrap that idea. Now, lucky for you, if you've been watching this video, you saw the live recording and me coming up with the music, you know. And I'm gonna post the finished video at the end of this video, and be warned, it's, you know, of course I had to pick a long one. It ended up being 9 minutes long, something like that. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to post just the video up to YouTube as well. Right? In fact, I'm going to do it right now as a separate video, but it'll also be included in this one. So, actually turned out pretty well, I think, you know. Now, I wonder if people will know that it's just one person playing and that's all improvised on the spot. You know, I don't know if they know that or not, or if it's even important, you know. Anyway, so what I did is that when I finished the recording, I basically mastered it, which is just bringing up the levels a little bit. I think I did a fade in at the beginning, a fade in at the end, just to make it smooth, you know. And that's about it. It was a real quick thing just on my computer, you know. Now, if I had a huge budget, you know, I could send it off to a mastering house and they, you know, would make it sound professional or whatever, you know. But I just can't afford to do that. And in fact, you know, the more recordings you have, the more it would cost, you know, to make you know, the mastering of the music. So I just can't afford to do that. It reminds me when I was doing albums, you know, I thought, man, you know, they had a thing where you could send in the music, they would make it, put it on a CD, or you basically make a CD. And the problem with that is, you know, I mean, I had a couple hundred of those, you know, and so even at, let's say, you know, I think my first time the budget was $2,000, something like that. Right, now think about that. If I had to do that 200, 300 times, ouch. Right, I can't afford that. So, anyway. So there we go. So then what I did is I went and very, very loosely tried to come up with a theme, you know, of what videos were available, you know. I mean, honestly, I didn't spend all that much time on it, but, you know. But I don't know if you're familiar with Philip Glass, you know, like Pavagoski and the video he made, and it had all kinds of, you know, fast-moving things on camera, you know, like cars and things. So I found a little bit of that, so I added some of that. I really don't think I'm much of a visual artiste, you know. Plus, it wasn't me; it was other people doing the video. I just added the music to it. So anyway, but it goes to show that, you know, you can make a music video. You know, you don't have to spend freaking $10,000 to hundreds of thousands of dollars on it, right? I mean, there's some limitations there, of course. You know. So anyway, a good experience. Yeah, I just thought that, you know, me playing on the couch and then interspersing the super nice stock footage would be kind of like, oh, you just had to put yourself in there, or this didn't look right. In fact, I didn't even try it, quite frankly. I knew right away when I saw the stock footage, and then I saw my footage of me playing on the couch, you know. Who wants to see that? Anyway, so there we go. So I'll post the video here. At the end of this video, it'll be part of the video. And that completes how to make a music video. Alright, very good. See you next time. Bye.